Welcome back to Final Cut Pro with the Fro. Today, I have a very exciting video to bring you. Dehancer is a film emulation software developed over a decade of lab-based research on genuine film stock, delivering an authentic analog look while offering tools for creative color grading. The Dehancer team kindly reached out to me and asked if I would do a review of their color grade plugin and give you some of my honest feedback. This plugin is for anybody that does any video editing. A lot of the functions are easy to use, and any edits you make, you can save them as presets. You can use the presets on future projects. If you would like to get Dehancer yourself, I have a discount code, so make sure when you check out, use the code FRO. That will save you 10%. And by doing this, you're also supporting the channel and helping bring more content to this platform that hopefully brings value to you at the end of the day. And if there's any questions that come up, drop them down in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to them. So now with Final Cut Pro open, to find Dehancer, what you're going to do is click the Effects tab, and then from here, just type in Dehancer and you'll see it pop up. What you want to do is double click it, and you can see here, it has now applied the Dehancer plugin onto this clip. You're able to color grade the clip solely by using the plugin. I'm used to using the wheels on Final Cut Pro, so I've already added my color adjustment to the clips. You can see all the adjustments I've already made. If you'd like to see how I adjust colors and exposure for my footage, check out this video here or drop any questions you have in the comments below. Now with the Dehancer plugin, since I've already adjusted the exposure and color, I'm going to go step by step over the adjustments that you can make. Here first, under film, I chose the Fuji Chrome Velvia 100. Fuji Chrome Velvia 100. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but as you can see, if I click here, there's a whole bunch of options. A way you can look at this is basically like a LUT, a lookup table. Once you have access to the plugin, you'll be able to go through and manually check which one you feel fits the vibe for your video. So now with this selected, you now have your LUT ready to go. At the top here, you can adjust the exposure. So if you want your shot brighter, you bring it up. Darker, bring it down. I'm happy with where everything is. The color temperature, if you want to adjust that here. To the left, it is more blue, and to the right, we are warming up and it looks more yellow. So like I said, I already made my adjustments, so we're just going to skip past the top here. As we're scrolling down, you can see the different sections here. There's film developer, film compression, expand, print, color head, film grain, halation, bloom, film damage, film breadth, gate weave, overscan, monitor, output, LUT generator, and the license info and profiles below. And I most likely won't use all, so if I don't want to see it while I'm editing my clip, I'm just going to click hide right here, and that will kind of compress everything down so it's not overwhelming you as you scroll through. In order to see the changes you're making to your shot, you're just going to want to make sure enabled is checked off, so we have that checked off here. I basically up the color boost. If you want the contrast to be adjusted, you can do that up here. If we bring this up, our shot's a lot darker, looks more contrasty, and then the opposite, if we pull it left, it's going to lighten that up and look a little bit more dreamy. For this sake, we'll keep it at -5. And for the color boost, that's kind of a lot. I'm going to go with, let's say 14. 14 doesn't look too bad. Again, what's awesome about this plugin is you can just slide left to right. You can see how your shot is adjusted. I'm good with the film developer here. Under film compression, we can adjust the impact, white point, tonal range, color density. To be honest, I'm okay with the film compression area here. I'm just going to hide that. Expand. Here, there's the black point, white point, and color mode. It's enabled, so if we adjust the black point, we bring this to the right. The shadows got a lot darker, bring it to the left, and now we are lightening up the shot, looking a little bit brighter. At this point, I'll bring the blacks up just a touch. If I didn't color grade, this would be a great spot to be able to adjust my white and black point. In color mode, Luma or normal. I'm just going to leave this at normal. I'm not going to adjust anything with that. So now we have print, film log, print film, Kodak. So within a click of a button, we can totally change how this image looks. I'll just hide that away for now. Color head here, you can see we have yellow to blue, magenta to green, cyan to red. You can adjust the colors accordingly to the shot. So if you want the shot blue, pull to the right. Make sure enabled is checked first. So now the blue, you can see the yellow. One thing I would suggest when you are doing anything with color, pull up your waveform here and make sure RGB overlay is selected. That way you can see how your colors are lying a little bit better. So if you're doing these adjustments, just keep an eye on how things are looking balance wise, and that can help guide you through these adjustments here. This is something that I really love and I think adds to that film look. If I zoom in, it makes it a little bit easier to kind of see how the grain is looking. So, and now you have all these preset options for adding the grain. So all the way from 8mm at ISO 50 down to 66mm at ISO 500. Also, you can choose custom. It allows you to pick the size, amount, resolution, and everything like that. So you can really pinpoint where you want the grain to be added in the shot. I want to put some more in the shadows. Bump up my midtones and let's crank the highlights. And then we can zoom out to fully see right there. And I adjusted here and I just put negative on there to kind of see how it looked. But to be honest, I liked how the custom one looked. 35mm at 250. Perfect. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm happy with that film grain. Now I'm adding halation to the shot. I just chose custom and you can adjust it with each individual slider here. Or you can choose one of the pre-made ones. So let's just say we want to go 8mm Super 8. And you can kind of see in the highlighted areas, it pops it out a little bit more. Bloom, we're going to make sure this is enabled. And from here, we can choose from any one of these options. So 16mm, 8mm, 65, also custom. So we can adjust. I want to bring up the highlights a bit more on that. Bring the amplify up a bit without it and with. So you could tell on the jersey here, it's a lot more brighter. It almost pops out a bit more by just adding the bloom effect here. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to hide that down. Here we have another cool effect. This is the film damage look. And this is something you really see with those old VHS tapes and things like that. The information on the strip has kind of been damaged, so it gives off that rugged look. Let's say 65/70mm for this. I can't really tell too much of a difference, so I'm going to head over to the custom area. So you can see the dust amount, we can bring that up. Here's with the effect fully enabled. You can see all over the screen here the little particles that have been added. Film breath, I'm just going to leave that on at 8mm Super 8. Hide that away. And the gate weave down here, let's just flick this on. Let's just adjust that. Leave it at 16mm Super 18. I'm not sure on it, Super 16. I'm not sure what this is going to do, but overscan here. Boom. So now it added a cool overscan on the video, so that way you don't have to manually go in and add that yourself. You could do neat rounded. You can change how this film strip looks by the end. I will leave it off for now. Now I'm pretty sure if you're a photo video editor had experience with this, you've seen the vignette function. So with this, we can just enable it, turn that on. Now we're able to adjust our vignette if that's something you're looking for. It's super easy to do. You can change the exposure, bring that up so it's more pronounced through the exposure. And then the size, we can adjust the size as well. So if you're really trying to narrow in on a subject, you can use this vignette function to help accentuate what the subject is. Under monitor, there's a couple different things. You can turn on this false color and clipping indication. So that will give you warnings if you're clipping or you have false colors in your image. Output, total impact. So this is now you can adjust everything we've added and bring it down to a percentage. You have more flexibility to kind of just take everything you did and dull it down. I'm just going to leave LUT generator. We don't need to do anything with that right there. So taking a look back at the final look there, what I want to do is I think that grain was a little bit much. So I'm going to adjust that here. I think it's the film damage. So let me do that show because I think I made that custom. Let's just keep it at one of the custom ones here, 35mm, Super 35. So normally from here, what I like to do is add my LUT over all of my other clips. So what I would do is just add an adjustment layer and drag it over all of these clips. But what's nice about Dehancer is you can add all of the effects to an adjustment layer. So we go Command C, select the adjustment layer here, Shift Command V. And we don't need the color wheels, just the Dehancer. As you can see, Dehancer has been added to this adjustment layer. So within a click, you can see the adjustments that have been made. Now my adjustment layer with the Dehancer effect are going to be on each one of these clips. And if you really love how the effect is looking, what you can also do is hit the Save Effects preset here. We have the dehancer selected. You can change the name of it here and call this Go To, and you can choose where you're going to save this, so it can be under film emulation or anything like that, and hit Save. You could see Go To is right there, so now you can easily double click that to add it to any clip. I have a little surprise here, a little bonus part of the video that I wanted to take you through. I have Dehancer on my phone, so basically we can do the same thing we're doing on the desktop in our iPhone. Just pop up the Dehancer app here and you can see this is the front screen. So there's two things you could do. You can either open a video that you already have or a photo. Alternatively, there's a camera option here. I have an image of, this is a raw image. At the front screen here, this is all of the presets that Dehancer has. Browse and kind of see what you like. You can go to last edit, so last time you were in, whatever you did, this is the preset. You can just leave it at original. Let's say we want to try this preset here. We can just hit edit here. And now you have down here, you can see crop, source, films, developer, compression, expand, print, color head, film grain, halation, bloom, vignette, film damage, and overscan. So since this is already a preset, you can kind of see toggles here have already been adjusted. So let's just say you don't want to use a preset. You can just go to original here and then hit edit. Developer, the bunch of different things you can do: contrast boost, gamma correction, so on, white point tonal range, compression, expand, the film damage here, so you can see on the screen there. If we bump this up, you can change that. Overscan, this adds a nice little overlay over the image. From there, you can change how you want the overscan to look. You can change the orientation if you want horizontally. Image too as well from the X and Y axis. So this is our original shot. And then I'm going to hit edit. Then from here, we can just make our adjustments exactly how you did for the images. You can go through. And if you don't want something on, you can see that little blue button to the top right of the overscan. That means it is on, and if you have it off, you won't see the blue button, so it won't affect the image. We'll go film damage, turn that on. So basically, you can go through and adjust almost everything that we had on the desktop / laptop version on your iPhone. So that's something that's super key if you want to edit on the go. This is a great tool to have. And here I'm going to overlay the final effect that I put together. I feel like this product is great for any video creator. I feel like having a consistent look is key when building trust with viewers on the other side of the screen. I love the flexibility of this plugin. Dehancer makes it super easy to plug and play. The sliders make it easy to make small adjustments, and a big bonus, you do not have to invest in all of the expensive film gear you would need to emulate the film look. Making the investment into Dehancer saves you so much time, money, and effort, because now you don't have to go out and rent or buy expensive gear to emulate that film look. You can have it within a few clicks of a button anywhere you go at any time. From your desktop to your pocket, Dehancer's there for you. So personally, honestly, I do love this plugin. I will be using it for future projects. For my Instagram stories, I'm going to save a couple of presets to use. A lot of the Instagram stuff is already built in. A lot of the filters that you see kind of people just save and whatnot. So by using the Dehancer plugin, you're able to create a unique look that not everybody has available to them. If you want to check out the Dehancer plugin, mine was with Final Cut Pro, but again, it works with a bunch of different editing apps. So do a little trial, see if you like it, and then from there, if you want to make the investment, don't forget to use the code FRO, save yourself some money, and put that back into your creativity. I'm the Creative Fro, keeping you in the know. I'll see you in the next video.